Onetake. Pretty boy Laker in the cut on this rather hot day here in New York. It's very hot. I love it when it's like this, you know, go out, play some ball, street ball, whatever. Well, street ball and outside, it's not what it used to be. It's kind of dead. But get some good run here and there. Depends on where you go. Now don't be full court. We don't play the half courts. Nah, man. Nah. I stopped playing 3-mans and 4-mans when I was 11, 12 years old. Stop. Grown man stuff. You gotta run the full. Get your workout on. Put that work in. NBA recap of last night's game between the Boston Celtics, led by Jason Tatum. I remember they said Jason Tatum had the same game since he was 11 years old. Nothing's changed. He just got bigger. But, you know, he's better. But, they took down LeBron and the Cavs. And I always say, if you watch my previous videos, I always said I love game 5s more than anything. You know why? Game 5s, for the most part, proves legend. When I say proves legend, right? It didn't come out that way, but it does. And the person they shine the light on is Jason Tatum. Beating the Cavs with, you know, even though the Celtics is undefeated at home and abysmal on the road, only one lone road win this whole playoffs against Philly, who was destined to shoot well from 3-point range that game and had so many careless turnovers. And Boston ate that one out. I mean, that's it. But you got Scary Terry and Jaylen Brown. They've been playing great at home this whole playoffs. But they didn't shoot well. And Boston was still able to pull it out. You know, LeBron James, you know, he do what he do, man. He gets double-doubles. He set the stage. Man, him and Love in the first half was just trying to make it close. You get no help from J.R. Smith, George Hill, and these other guys. It's just a shame because that's the greatness. That's the greatness of LeBron James. Overshadows a lot, but his teammates not performing well and assisting him to elevate his greatness somewhat diminish what he's done in the game, because if the Boston Celtics go on to win, there's no narrative about LeBron James' team, because they didn't win. They didn't go to the championship. They didn't go to the finals. The narrative would be Kyrie got the hell up out of there, went to a better team, left LeBron James hanging for what he's previously done. And LeBron James most likely be vilified for leaving the Cavaliers the second time. But I think this time it'll be far worse than the first time, because the fact is that they're locked in on a lot of bad contracts. And the fact that they won't be able to do any kind of moving and shaking of the roster for a couple of years will be a deciding factor in his legacy. And for me to talk, to talk about this, as if it's almost a defeat, because the Cavs can still win the next 2 games. Boston's not a great team on the road, and a game 7 is literally a pick 'em, no matter who has home court advantage. That's why I always say I love game 5s. League of Legends. But it's interesting hearing what people saying about the Cavs and LeBron being fatigued, got a towel over his face, logging in almost 40 minutes. He's tired. But it's missing shots. Celtics keep, anytime something happens, Celtics running up the court as quickly as possible, just trying to score. The Cavs, transition defense isn't great, and they even had a little scuffle with Marcus Morris, Larry Nance Jr. It's gonna be interesting what happens with the Cavs. But see, this is not I'm not reciting this as a defeat. As normally I do this after the team is eliminated, and I go on what they do in the postseason. In the off season with their salary cap, draft picks, who can be moved, who should they resign, who's a possible trade candidate. Celtics did what they had to do. Did LeBron look defeated? Yes. So when I say these things, I go on by the look of a man that's not defeated. But when I looked at him, it felt like he was defeated. It looked like a man that was in a boxing match, and he's an older guy fighting a younger guy. Something like George Foreman versus Michael Moore. And I could just really say, if I look at it, that's what it looked like. George Foreman, is old champion, not even Michael. I'm about to get it. Yeah, it was Michael Moore that beat him. No, it wasn't Michael Moore. You know what? No. Foreman beat Michael Moore. Look how I'm messing up. And guess what? It's Onetake too. Onetake. I ain't gonna mess it up. Yeah, he beat Michael Moore. And Evander Holyfield took the title from George Foreman. Oh yeah, we say Holyfield, Foreman. Phil's still younger. And Foreman was in his 40s, I think 46, 47. He was old. Like, he was old. And he fought Holyfield, and it was a 12-round slugfest. And I just know after you just see Foreman, he's on the ropes, towel over his head, fought a valiant fight, but was clearly defeated. Not knocked out, but defeated. And that's what LeBron James looked like to me. And that's what it looked like to me. It just looked like Foreman's last fight. You know, he lose the title, he's just literally defeated. And the imagery of just Foreman losing, and I was just mixed up with the fighters in focus. I remember he took the title from Michael Moore, and now he took the title from Moore, and then he fought. His defense was against Holyfield, and Holyfield took the title from him, and then Holyfield goes on against Tyson and Riddick Bowe, not Riddick Bowe, and Tyson and Lennox Lewis and those guys, and I see Rockman and those guys after. Yeah, just that LeBron looked defeated, and I'm not casting a eulogy on them. It's just, I don't know. I do not know what to say. What I saw from LeBron James is what I saw in 2014 after you getting ramshot by the Spurs in Game 5, the NBA Finals. Got that towel over his head. He's tired. It was so much work. Players on his team is old. They just don't move the same anymore. And this was exposed. This team, the ability to execute. And I don't want to hear why you play J.R. Smith this much minutes and you didn't play Kyle Korver. Shut up. You're stupid. Let Tyrone Lue coach his team the best way he do. Yeah, coaches make mistakes, but so does players. I want to hear that crap. Not like he got somebody in there that's going to, Kyle Korver was going to come in there, he was going to give them, what, at least 27 points? 20-something points? And play the way he played before? Defensively? Think that was going to happen? No. So stop. Like you analysts and you guys that talks and stuff on TV, it's a lot of things you say, I mean, it's your opinions, but because you cover the sport doesn't mean you know anything about the sport. You go to school for journalism, but you're not knowledgeable of the sport, of the ins and outs of certain things, of what's going on in the court. And then you have platforms and you're talking about hits and misses. Telling the guy who misses a wide open 3-pointer, he has to make that. What do you mean he has to make that? It just, sometimes it upsets me hearing it. You know, like I said, I'm selective on who I do listen to when it comes to, you know, the game of basketball. And, you know, trust me, I hear the rhetoric. People think I say a lot of crazy stuff. But I back it up. I know the game, played the game. I've been a coach if I wanted to. I know people, I could have coached, been some kind of assistant, worked the ranks and done all that. That's just too stressful for me. The way I screamed and everything like that, I'll be dead by the fifth game. Even if I was an assistant, I'll be dead. Coaching wasn't for me. But I love this game. I love the sport. I love everything about it. So that's about it. You know, this is one take. I'm on Pretty Boy, Laker, everything you get, and then guess what you guys is gonna do? Guess what you guys is gonna do? You're gonna like, share, and comment on everything, and then guess what? I'm out.